please direct your attention to center stage for your NAA President, Beth Rose.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, you can do better than that. Good morning. Oh, yeah, now you're awake. Good morning, everyone. To those of you in San Diego, thank you for joining us, and to those online. The time is 8:38 a.m., and the annual meeting of the membership of the National Auctioneers Association is called to order. My name is Beth Rose. I'm president of the National Auctioneers Association. At this time, I would like to ask Cookie Lockhart to join us at the front here on stage and come join us. We have a special surprise. You do? Kind of. A little bird, before we start, a little bird told me that it's your birthday. Is that true?
And not only that, 15 years ago, exactly at this convention was when I was met in the Hall of Fame.
15 years ago, she was inducted into the Hall of Fame at this stage, at this location. So if I could have you all please join me and let's sing happy birthday to Cookie. Oh. Ready? Happy birthday.
Oh, my word.
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cookie. Happy birthday to you. We love you, Cookie. And I would love it if you would lead us into the Pledge of Allegiance.
I can't talk yet. Okay, I just want to mention in 1954, due to the communist threat, President Dwight D. Eisenhower encouraged Congress to add the words, under God. So today, our pledge is 31 words. I pledge allegiance, where is the flag?
Of the United States.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Cookie. Now, I would like to introduce to you the 2021-2022 Board of Directors. First directors whose terms expire this year is Peter Garris and John Schultz. Directors whose terms expire in 2023, Tricia Brower and Phil Gableman. This is Tricia's second term and Phil's first. And our directors whose terms expire 2024 is Jay Cash and Morgan Hobson. Next is our 2021-2022 presidential appointee, Dick Kiko. Dick was unable to make it this year, but I'm pretty sure he's watching. I just want to thank you, Dick, for your service and your expertise. I definitely appreciate you. The Vice President of the National Auctioneers Foundation, Sid Miedema. And finally, the Chair of the Education Institute Trustee, Mike Fisher. Individuals serving on the Executive Committee include Ailey Byers, Sherm Hostetter, NAA Vice President, Terry Walker, NAA Chairman of the Board, and NAA's Chief Executive Officer, Aaron Ensminger, and presiding as President today, myself, Beth Rose. We've mourned the passing of several members since last year's meeting. I've asked Paul Seabear to come to read their names and remember their lives and the impact on us. Please join us. Yes, please.
Thank you, President Rose. The following members have passed away since last July. Please listen, and if we have missed anyone when I read their names, we'd ask you, if you're in the building, to please go to the microphone on the floor and state the individual's name or email Aaron. David Allen, Hilda Allen, Kendall J. Bennett, Dennis A. Bennett, Robert Blackford, Myron Bowling, Steve Dance, Mark G. Delzell, Benny Fisher, Paul J. Pukas, Samuel R. Godby, T. Eddie Haynes, Harold Keller, Patricia A. Kiko, J. P. King, K. Cruz, John S. McGinnis, Michael J. McGowan, Betty Jo Mendenhall, David N. Muirhead, Wilbur C. Mull, Norma Murphy, Art Parker, Gary Potter, Roger Porter Sr., Mark C. Rimey, Ronald L. Steinman, R. C. Wiley. Let's please take a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do take a moment in silence, is there any other names that should be added to this list? Yes, sir. Ron Lupquith. Ron Lupquith. Thank you very much, sir. Any other names? Let's please take a moment of silence to remember these individuals and their contributions to the NAA and the auction industry. Our condolences to their family and their friends. If we'll just take 15 seconds and we bow our heads and remember these fine folks for the NAA and the auction industry folks would be good. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Our hearts are with everyone who lost someone this year. Could I please have a motion to recess NAA's annual business meeting so that we can move into the Foundation's annual business meeting? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have my first and my second from Terry. Thank you all so much. All who approve the motion to take a brief recess for the Foundation's annual business meeting, please say aye. All opposed, please say aye. This meeting is recessed until the end of the Foundation's meeting, but don't go anywhere because Freddie Silvera from Sacramento, California, attending his first conference and show, will be getting us pumped and energized as we pass it forward for the Foundation. If you are watching online and would like to participate, head to naf2022.com. Thank you.
Good morning. Do me a favor. If you can look at the person on your left, your right, and say good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are so grateful that you are here today. We are here for the Foundation in a huge way. Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing week it has been. I see Jay Cash coming right down the middle. A huge round of applause for everybody this evening and afternoon and morning. Wow, thank you. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are here this morning for the Foundation in a huge way. What I'd love to hear from you is what has been a highlight this week for you. I'd love to hear just a couple folks. Raise the hands. Yeah, in the back. Dan, what do we have? Dan Newman. You're waving at me. What are you saying, Dan? What's been a highlight for you, Dan? Dan Newman from Alaska, getting an opportunity to connect with everybody. Thank you so very much, Dan. Ladies and gentlemen, what's been another highlight for you this week? Anybody in the room, what has been a highlight for you this week? The weather, yes. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, ma'am. The level of professionalism Absolutely, 100%, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a true honor and pleasure to be able to learn so much this week with you. We are about to do our foundation Pass It Forward. This is a moment and a time where we can come together and make a huge difference. Before we start with a Pass It Forward, I wanted to give us one quick opportunity to be able to really do something that maybe a lot of us haven't done in a long time. I'm wondering if there's somebody in this room that you've never told that you genuinely appreciate or admire or want to thank them in a huge way. And what I'm going to do is in just a moment, before we do Pass It Forward, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that. But I wouldn't have you do something that I wouldn't do. And just now, I haven't seen this gentleman in years. I literally walked by him about 10 minutes ago, and I want to give him some serious words of appreciation and thanks that I haven't in a long time. And what I want to do is give you the opportunity to do that too. Because when I look around the room, what I see is so many people that have helped me get to where I am today. CAI classmates, BAS classmates, and so many instructors along the way. Paul C. Bear. I walked by you about 10 minutes ago. I saw you talking to a couple folks, and genuinely from the bottom of my heart, when I went to Worldwide College and you were the instructor, I'll never forget the level of professionalism that you taught me, and that has remained with me every single day. I've thought about you months and months and months because it has genuinely made a huge impact on me. You know, I went to a couple benefit fundraisers, and then I went to Worldwide. That changed my life in a huge way. You introduced me to Darren Dees, who I just had an opportunity to see again yesterday. We had Michelle Gilmore, because of Darren, be a speaker at the BAS Summit, and that's all because of you. Thank you. Can we get a huge round of applause for Paul C. Bear? Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have time for very many, but is there anybody in the room that would like to genuinely, sincerely admire or thank somebody in this room that has made a tremendous impact on your career, life, or personal life? Is there anybody that would like to go? Anybody in the room? The lights are bright. Anybody that like to go? Yes, sir. Folks, can we get a huge round of applause? A huge round of applause. And it's Alvin.
Alvin Kadich from Hillsboro, Texas. And I just want to thank God for all the blessings that he's bestowed on me and my family and our auction career and on this association. Thank you.
Thank you, Alvin. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got time for maybe one or two more. Is there anybody in the room wants to genuinely admire, appreciate somebody in this room in a huge way that maybe you haven't had an opportunity to before? Yes. Folks, a huge round of applause, a huge round of applause. Yes, ma'am, and it's Donna.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Donna Smith-Baratow. I would like to thank Lynn Zink for all the support that she has shown me in me trying to become the perfect auctioneer. Thank you, Lynn. I would also like to thank my husband, Truman Baratow, for being with me here today to show his support in this endeavor. Thank you both. And thank you, my auctioneer family.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's truly a family. So many people have poured into each and every one of us, and now is an opportunity to be able to give back and to support our family and our future families. So ladies and gentlemen, if we can come together and make a huge difference, if you can do me a favor, if you can look at the person on your left or right and say, let's do this! All right, if you could do me a favor, if you could look at another person on your left or right and say, pass it forward! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. Without further ado, we all know them well. Let's get our hands together. A huge round of applause for Christy and Barrett!
$30, 30, will you give me 30, make it 30 bid, mama $30, will you give me 30, who'd bid a $30 bid? $30 bid now, 35, will you give me 35 to make it 35 bid of 35, who would have bid it at a $35 bid?
All right, Barrett, weigh in. Thank you, Freddie, so much. And we are family.
Absolutely. And Freddie, I appreciate you, and you too, Christy.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's kind of get started into things, Barrett.
Absolutely. For those of you who are new to Conference and Show and to the National Auctioneers Foundation, we'd like to take the opportunity to tell you a little bit about us. The National Auctioneers Foundation provides funding for all of the NAA's educational programs, providing scholarships for its members, and also provides funding for professional speakers outside of our industry. As you heard yesterday during the opening session with Coach Burt, the foundation strategically asks for your support only one time a year, and that time is today during Pass It Forward.
It sure is. And to support us tonight, you'll simply raise the event.give's bid number that you received at the door. And if you have not received that, you might want to slip out real quick, or we have another alternative means to support us. But we encourage you to give at a level that's meaningful to you. And we appreciate that donation in advance. Foundation trustees, I'm going to invite y'all to stand up, make your way out in the crowd, because they too can help you as far as giving. If you have difficulty bidding or don't have your bid number, they do have some forms that you can fill out, and they'll bring it up to us. Then you see foundation trustees, wave your hands real high for us. These are our trustees, so they're there to help us tonight. If you are virtual watching us, a special welcome to you. And you can go to NAF2022.com, NAF2022.com, where you can also participate in giving while watching this.
And with no further ado, I think it's time for us to start Pass It Forward 2022 for the National Auctioneers Foundation.
And before we do get started, Barrett, as a scholarship winner, what has the foundation meant to you?
You know, Christy, the foundation has done so much for me, which is why I want to give back to it today and into the future as well. The foundation really supported me and blessed me in a time that my career and potentially my future was changing quite a bit. I was in a transition period, and even though the foundation doesn't consider financial aspects when giving out scholarships to members, I was able to get scholarships to continue my CAI education. Most people don't know that CAI was my pathway and my door into the NAA, and other than a few of my CAI brothers and sisters who are in the room this morning, most people don't have the understanding that were it not for the foundation, there's a good chance that I wouldn't be an association member, and more importantly, an auctioneer today, if not for the help from the foundation.
Right. Well, the foundation has given out many scholarships. In fact, we've given out over $121,000 worth in the past 7 years.
I did not know that. $121,000.
$121,000.
Unbelievable. I'm honored to have taken a small part of that and be able to pass it forward.
Absolutely.
Chrissy, I bet you didn't know that during COVID, the foundation fully provided the entire NAA educational budget in the amount of almost $150,000.
Absolutely. And I bet you did not know that the foundation has funded $46,000 for 7 educational programs, approximately 20 outside speakers, and the next year it is most likely to increase substantially.
Absolutely. That's so awesome. Chrissy, I bet you didn't know that over the last 2 years, the foundation has given out over $20,000 in educational vouchers to brand new NAA members, encouraging membership growth and giving our auctioneers the opportunity to grow in their education as well.
And I bet you didn't know that we've done all of that without touching the endowment, which is what we made a commitment to you for.
Hey, Christy, I bet you didn't know that no matter what your plans were today or moving forward, that if you feel the desire to raise your hand, you can put your donation on a payment plan as well.
That's right, and you can make those arrangements right outside the door when you check out or contact the office later. So, let's get started. And in saying that, we have several heroes here with us this morning. Those heroes who have given us a pre-commitment already told us what they will give and what their pledge will be. I will announce their name, and we will enter it on your behalf, so there's no need to raise your bid number during the pass it forward if you did make a pre-commitment. So, in advance of getting started, a special thank you to each and every one of you for supporting the foundation. To get us started, we are at the $10,000 level, and I'm proud to say that Judd Graff, thank you, Judd, so much, has committed to $10,000. That's right. Let's celebrate. Who will join him at $10,000? Thank you, Judd. Who will join him at $10,000? Just raise your number real high. $10,000? We're changing lives this morning. Round of applause one more time.
Thank you so much, Judd. That's awesome. Guys, we're going to move on to our next donation level, the $5,000 level. Here's some more heroes that we have in the room this morning willing to pre-commit $5,000. We've got John Mickey Fowler. Give a big round of applause, and let's keep it going as we call these names out. We've got Jen and Phil Gableman. Thank you guys so much for your $5,000 gift. Miss Ruth Lind, you are absolutely wonderful. Thanks for showing that moxie and that gift today. Meet 'em Asset Management Group at a $5,000 gift. Let's give them a big foundation. And then Mr. Scott Steffes, also at $5,000. Wonderful, wonderful gifts and great hero work going on in those right there. Is there anybody else who would be willing to give a $5,000 gift today to the foundation? Right back there, that's number 1081. Is that correct? 1081. Thanks so much, Chris. This is his first one. Chris Rasmus, thank you so much for that $5,000 gift. We appreciate you so much. The foundation does, and the association does as well. Anybody else at $5,000? Anyone at all? Right back there, I see that one too. Fantastic. He was pre-committed at 3. Jay at 1476. 1476 is going to up to the $5,000.
And that's Jay and Courtney Nitz. Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Keep going.
Anybody else at 5,000? Let's give a big round of applause to all of our $5,000 donors.
And again, you too online can give, and we're watching the monitors down here for you, so I encourage you to jump on in there with us. Before we start the $2,500 level, I was going to announce Jay and Courtney. Thank you for increasing your donation from 3. So we're now at the $2,500 level. And my brother Craig King says, I want to give it $2,500. Thank you so much, Craig, as well as the McCurdy team. Thank you so much, McCurdy team. Darren Mears, I know you're not here. Hopefully you're watching tonight, this morning. $2,500 donation. Okay, we do fundraising at night, okay? Scott Mahalik, thank you so much, Scott, at $2,500. Tommy Rowell, thank you so much for $2,500. Bill Sheridan, our treasurer, is not able to be with us. Bill, thank you so much for your $2,500. As well as Krista and Scott Schumann. Thank you so much. I saw them in the back. Thank you so much at $2,500. Who would join them? Donor 1155. Thank you so much. 1155. 1009. These lights are bright. Thank you so much. Who else at $2,500? Coming to my left. 25. Donor 1088. Thank you so much. 1157. Thank you so much. And unfortunately, I can't see faces. I can see numbers though. Thank you so much. $2,500. Anyone else? Who will join us providing more scholarships, more outside speakers, and helping new members get in
I'm
too?
taking a look at these, and I can't tell which ones are new ones and which ones aren't.
All of those are in the room.
All right.
Yep,
Fantastic.
all are in the room. See another one? Marvin Alexander, $2,500, no number. $2,500, Marvin Alexander. Thank you, Marvin. Anyone else at $2,500? One final round of applause. Thank you so much. Celebrate there.
All right, now we're going to move on to our $1,000 donation level. Before we jump into it, I have some that gave a little bit more than that. Want to give a big special thanks to Jeff and Kelly Martin for a $2,000 gift today. Doubling the $1,000 level, they decided to give $1,000 each. Thank you, Jeff and Kelly. We appreciate you. Also at $1,500 apiece, Mr. Merle Booker. Merle, thank you so much for your $1,500 gift. Mike Fisher at $1,500. Mike, thank you very much. We appreciate you, sir. Also, Tim Luke at $1,500. Thank you, Tim. And a $1,200 gift from Susan Johnson. Susan, we appreciate you. Into the $1,000 donations, here's our heroes. We've got Mr. Craig Buford out of Oklahoma. Thank you so much, Craig. Jay Cash. Thank you, Jay, as well. Mr. Jack Christie. Let's keep clapping for him. This is great. Christine Flatabo Dunnick, we miss you so much. We wish you were here, but we appreciate your gift, and we love you so much for it. I've got Sherm Hostetter at $1,000. Thank you, Sherm. David Husman. Thank you, David. Thomas Hunt. Connie Johnson. Keep clapping for him, guys. We've got Mike Jones and Cheryl Bates Jones. Thank you guys so much. Mr. John Nichols at $1,000. Bracky, Mark, and Deidre Rogers. We love you guys. Thank you for your $1,000 gift. Lori Rogue at $1,000. President Beth Rose at $1,000 gift. Lance and Terry Walker at $1,000. And my buddy Kirk Witcher at $1,000 as well. Those are all $1,000 gifts going straight through to the foundation today. Anybody else be willing to give a $1,000 donation? Here's one right here from Mrs. Morgan Hobson. Ms. I didn't mean to make any announcements. That was a mistake. Slip of the tongue right there. Ms. Morgan Hobson, thank you so much for your $1,000 gift. Number 1223 at $1,000. Thank you so much. Guys, take a look at this real quick. Here's 1007 at $1,000. Thank you. 1012, number 1069 at $1,000 gift. Number 1273, number 1012, number 1071. Keep him clapping, guys. Let's see what we can do here. 1063, number 1061, number 1262, number 1080, number 1214 at $1,000 gift. Anybody else at $1,000? Number 1274. Thank you so very much. $1,000 gift. Anybody else? 1268. Thank you, sir. Anybody else at $1,000 gift?
Yeah. Raise your number.
John and Billy Joe Schultz. 1067 at $1,000. Thank you, John and Billy Joe. Anybody else at $1,000 gift today? All the way in the back. Is that 1086? 1086. Thank you so much, Terry. We appreciate that. $1,000 gift back there. Anybody else at $1,000? Here you go, TK. 1074. Mr. T. Kyle, thank you so much. Right there in the middle, number 1269 at $1,000. Guys, this is absolutely amazing. Every dollar's going straight to the foundation and supporting auctioneers like you every single day, you included as well. Right there, number 1430. Wade Bear, thank you so much. Wade was at 500, raising it to 1,000 today. Wade, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
What's the number one more time? That's 1430, Wade Bear.
1430, Wade Bear.
Wade.
Thank you, Wade. Anybody else? Guys, that's huge. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our $1,000 donors today. That's absolutely wonderful.
And you can see we're at $118,000. Can we hit $150,000? I'm just saying. As we move to our next level of giving, Jason Winter, thank you so much for $800 donation. Camille Booker, thank you so much for your $750 donation. And at the $500 level, Nick Bennett is given $500. Thank you so much. Jared Sutton is given $750. Thank you so much, Jared, there. Getting back online. CD Butch Booker, thank you so much for your $500. Barrett Bray, thank you so much for your donation of $500. Hannes Combest is given $500. Hey, Hannes! As well as JJ Dower. Thank you, JJ and Tracy. Aaron Ensminger is also given $500. Thank you, Aaron, so much for that. Peter Garris, thank you so much for $500, as well as Bryce Hansen is giving $500. Rick and Susan Henson is also giving $500. Janine Husman is giving $500. I'm going to give $500 as well. Christy King, Laura Mantle at $500. Adam Marshall at $500. Damian Mastert, thank you so much, Damian, for your $500 donation. Joseph Mast, who's not with us tonight, or this morning, also is giving $500. Thank you, Joseph. Tim Mast, thank you, Tim, for your $500 donation. The McLemores, thank you so much for your $500 donation. Carl Rohde, thank you so much for yours, as well as Dina Rohde. Scott Robertson, thank you for your $500 donation. Baraki Rogers, thank you for your donation. Isaac Schultz, $500. T. Cal Swicegood, giving in honor of Phil and Jen Gableman. Thank you for your donation. As well as Lynn Zink. Thank you, Lynn, for your donation. I'm going to come to the room, and then I will come back here. Get your numbers in the air at $500. Cookie Lockhart does not have a number. She's giving $500. Chris Pratt is giving $500. Donor 1070, thank you so much. Donor 1141 at $500. Donor 1142, thank you so much. Donor 1145. Donor 1129. Donor, is that a event.give number? Anyway, 589. I think that's an NAA number. 589 gives 500. Thank you so much. Donor 1209. Thank you so much. Donor 1462. Thank you so much. We're at the $500 level. Somebody needs to relay that for me in the back. 1084. Thank you so much. Coming around at the 500 level. Donor Willie Baker, 1077 gives $1,000. Thank you, Willie. Donor 1075, thank you so much. Donor 1072, thank you so much. Donor 1013, thank you so much. At the $500 level.
Miss Trisha Brower.
Trisha Breyer is giving $500. Thank you, Trisha. Anyone else at $500? Y'all are absolutely amazing. We're at 130,000. We're working our way to 150. Anyone else? Let's celebrate.
Just a little ways to go, Chrissy. Let's see what we can do with it right now. We're jumping into the $250 level. Terry and Pat Dunning are going to give $300 today over the $250. Into the $250 donations, Miss Barbara Bonnet at $250. Kenneth Bonigson at $250. I've got Kenneth Bonigson Jr. as well. Father and son both jumping in on it. Tricia, were you raising your $250 to the $500? Thank you so much for that. Jerry Hall at $250. My friend Jerry Hall, good guy. Jim Huff at $250. Jenny Lynn Markham Gell, thank you so much, Jenny. Sarah Rose Bittner at $250. Thank you, Sarah. Tom Satterley, we miss you so much as well. We wish you could be here, but thank you for your $250 gift. Chris Vaughn at $250. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate it. David Warren at $250.
Hey, David.
And also Randy Wells at the $250 donation. Let's open it up to the room. Who would give a $250 gift today? Right there, I see 1152, 1153, number 1217, number 1019, number 1149 at $250, 1087 at $250. Thank you guys so much. There's number 1220. Thank you, Andrew Pierce, for that. 1128 at $250. Number 1149 at $250 as well. Let's give them all a big round of applause. I'm looking all the way in the back. Is that 1207? 1207 at $250. Thank you so very much. Anybody else at a $250 level before we move along? Right here, we've got Miss Ailey Byers. Ailey, number 1471. Thank you for your gift today. We love you. Who else at $250? Right there, number 1008, $250. Thank you, Joff. Who else at a $250 gift? Number 1011 as well. 1011 at $250. Guys, we're at $136,550. Let's see how far we can get today. I see Larry in the back. What you saying, Larry? Put Larry Harb. Put Larry Harb on there. Larry, thank you so much at $250. Anybody else at $250?
Still call it out, though.
Okay. All right. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our $250 donors.
And making sure that we have this recorded, Bradley is giving $1,000, bidder 1071. Bradley Stoker, thank you so much for that $1,000 donation. Only 2 more levels remaining, and before we get into the $100 level, we have to offer our $144 level and tell you a little about the history of this. Our highly esteemed late friend, Benny Fisher, he developed the 12 by 12 program because he wanted to enable everyone to the opportunity to support the foundation. It's $12 a month for 12 months. You can make one-time payment or you can put it on payments. So I invite you now to raise your bid number at the $144 level. Paul C. Bear is kicking us off at the $144 level, and thank you, Paul. Number 1226, thank you. Sarah Bittner, no number, Sarah Bittner is at 144 as well. 1265 also is giving 144. 1073, 1056, 1015, 1016, 1166. Next one is 1264.
Chrissy, we've got an online giver right here, Mrs. Cammie McComb, at the $144.
Thank you,
Cammie. We love you.
Thank you, Cammie. At the $144 level, and again, we're at almost 140,000. We need 10,000 more. 1001. Thank you so much. Who else at the $144 level? Derek Miller,
Jared.
Jarrett, 356.
How many of y'all are there?
356, correct? 350 is Jarrett's number. We also have 1068. Thank you so much. 1274. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Jessica. First time donor or first time attendee, 1055. Thank you, Jessica. $144 is where we are. Anyone else? Huge round of applause.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into our final donation amount today. A $100 bill. It's the same price as 1 cup of Starbucks coffee. That used to be a joke.
Yeah, really.
Guys, we're only $10,000 away. If we could get 100 people in the room today, I'm hoping we can get more than that. I'd love to see 100% participation at a simple $100 gift today. We can do $150,000, which is almost unheard of and is going to continue to bless auctioneers in this industry a long time into the future. Let's see what we can do today. We've got a few already. Brooke Gillespie is already giving $200. Mr. Jeff Pittman is in at $150. Bob Massert also gives $150. Thank you so very much, Bob. Who in the room would give $100? Let's see the room just covered in white cards today. Please hold those up. Number 1021, number 1006. Thank you, Matt. Number 1211, number 1145, number 1082, 1166 at $100. Thank you, Freddie. 1275 all the way in the back at $100. Who else would give a $100 gift? Number 1219 at $100 right there. 1057, number 1131, number 1058, the whole Oklahoma table there given. Thank you, Oklahoma. Number 1020 right back here. Thank you for your $100 gift. All the way in the back. That's NAA number 352, number 352. Thank you. Here's 1225 and 1018. Also 1017 at $100 gift. Thank you so very much. All the way back over here, NAA number 541, 541. Thank you, Josh. Here's number 1208 at $100. Anybody else at $100 gift, guys? We can get there. Anyone else? $100. Yes, sir. 500 going on to 1089. Thank you so very much. Number 1215 at 100 right there. Thank you very much as well. Anybody else at $100?
We're $8,500 away from $150,000. Raise your number, and you can shout out the amount that you would like to give to help us get to that $150 record-breaking amount. Go ahead, Barrett.
Anybody at all? Any other amounts? Guys, we'd love to see you get there today. Number 1274 is going to give $500. 500 from 1274. Right here, Bradley. Another 100 from Bradley. Number 1069. 1069. Anybody else, guys? We'd love to be able to get there, and we'd love to be able to experience it with you. Right over here, number 1408. Is that you, Merle? 1408 at $100, at another 500 from Merle Booker. 1408. Thank you, Merle. Guys, we are working our way up here so quickly. Right here, mark number 1167. Sean Terrell. United Country Auctioneers.
Done.
Sean Terrell, United Country Auctioneers, making up the difference, raising us to $150,000 today. Sean, thank you. Thank Lucinda. Thank United Country. We love you guys. Please, everybody, let's give him a big round of applause. And everybody in the room for what we were all able to do today.
I think we are. Again, thank you all so much. Barrett, thank you so much. Great job. You can tell me that too if you want.
Well, I was about to. You took up my hand at the microphone. And Christy, great job with you as well.
Thank you.
Hey, I really do appreciate you. You've meant the world to me in my life and in my career. I want to finish up with that as well. You've been a wonderful friend and a wonderful mentor. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Barrett. Thank you all so much. Let's
Guys,
get on with the business.
Listen, real quick, closing out, everybody needs to use the same link that you received earlier to check out. If you're splitting your donation or need to arrange a payment plan, see the event.gives team outside the door before you leave. Otherwise, please check out on your phone when you receive the link. Thank you again, everybody, for your support of the National Auctioneers Foundation. Love y'all.
Oh my, it's do or die. I've got to learn that.
We are family. We are family. Get up, everybody. That's just forgot to switch you.
Ruth Lynn, Chrissy King, Judd Graff, Michael Up. We'd love to start the board meeting. Are they in the lobby? Hi, Judd. Welcome. Michael Up. Ruth Lynn. We were just so excited by what just happened. That was amazing. Great job, guys. Thank you. That was amazing. We need to add 2 more donations to that tally. And I don't think our clerks are back there, so we'll get that. Nancy Manning, $250. And Ramona King, $250. Thank you so much. Oh, you can keep giving by using that link. You can continue to donate and bring that number. Let's try to get another 10,000. Christy likes round numbers. Hey, we're all here, I think. Oh, Michael's just on the other side. Good morning. I love a good fundraising event, particularly one that helps an industry that I am so passionate about. The time is 9:23 a.m., and I'll call this meeting to order. We've got business to attend to, and I'd like to start by introducing the National Auctioneers Foundation Board of Trustees. These individuals continue to give their time and their financial resources to make sure that the foundation is successful in providing funding for the NAA education, and more importantly, to advance and enrich the auction community. To all trustees, please stand and remain standing until I am finished recognizing you all. First, those trustees whose terms are expiring this year: Damian Massert, Scott Mahalik, Joseph Mast, who was unable to join us today. Please stand and stay standing until I call you all. Trustees whose terms expire in 2023 are Merle Booker, Ruth Lynn, and Megan McCurdy-Newens. And those trustees who expire in 2024 are Mark Rogers, Judd Graff, and Michael Upp. Susan Henson has served as the representative for the Legacy Youth Scholarship Committee, and Terry Walker has served as the NAA representative on the foundation board for 2021 to 2022. Your officers are Chris C. King, who has served as this year's immediate past president, Sid Miedema as vice president, Bill Sheridan as treasurer, and myself as president. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. They have worked tirelessly over this past year. You can sit now. That wasn't in the script, but I figured I needed it. Very clear. We need to add that to the script next time. Your dedication and contribution in 2021 continue to amaze and humble us. We were able to raise enough money through the Pass It Forward to fulfill our entire commitment to help fund the NAA education, and thanks to you, our donors. Those funds did not come out of our endowment, and as a result, it has continued to grow. We have also committed to working more closely with the NAA, as you'll see the foundation with a higher profile beginning with Conference and Show this year and continuing forward. With the Legacy Youth Scholarship Committee working more closely with the foundation, we're looking forward to more unified positioning with all of the organizations under the NAA umbrella. We've also continued to review policies and procedures and to ensure that we are stable moving forward. I'm excited this year to welcome the Benefit Auction Summit attendees to our annual business meeting. As you know, the Benefit community worked with the foundation to establish the Kathy Kingston Memorial Educational Fund. They dedicated themselves and raised dollars required to have this fund established. And once fully funded, the Kathy Kingston Memorial Education Fund will continue to supply funds to bring in outside speakers for the summit and other educational funding as needed. We are so excited that you're all here and honored to be entrusted with Kathy's Memorial. I'd also like to invite you to join us on Saturday at 10 a.m. to participate in the Don Shear Memorial Children's Auction. This event is special and one of a kind, not only because it's just something fun for the little ones, but you'll also be able to watch our youngest auctioneers, pre-professionals, work. It's a beautiful experience, and if you haven't experienced it, it's at 10 a.m. on Saturday. They do give the kids milk and cookies, and it's just a fantastic experience. Bill Sheridan, the foundation treasurer, was unable to attend this week, so I'll be giving the foundation's financial report for our fiscal year, which began June 1st, 2021, and ended May 31st, 2022. Last year, the Board of Trustees also employed Marr & Company to conduct the audit of the foundation from 2020 to 2021 to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements are free of material misstatement. The audit included assessing the accounting principles used and significant estimates made by management and overall financial statement preparations. After examination, Marr & Company determined that the National Auctioneers Foundation is in conformity with accounting principles generally accepted by the United States of America. Copies of the audit are available on our website, www.auctioneersfoundation.org. The audit is a clean audit with no exceptions. For our fiscal year ending just now on May 31st, 2022, I am pleased to report on behalf of the foundation, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, that the foundation ended in good, sound condition. A few highlights of this year. Last year, we budgeted only $50,000 for our Pass It Forward. As of May 31st, we collected $102,748.72. This number is what allows us to continue to expand our assistance and funding to the NAA education in all ways. For the 2021-2022 year, 2020 to 2021 year, 2021 to 2022. I keep skipping a year because of COVID. So 2021 to 2022, we ended the following. Total revenues without market interest, $138,466.72. Total expenses were $153,882.31, with a negative net revenue of $15,416.59. However, because of the past efforts, we don't show a negative as we start every year with $100,000 in our checking account. As previously stated, we have not used any of our restricted funds to make these programmatic donations. And I am pleased to report that as of May 31st, we are now more than $1,768,047.31 in our endowment. Your Board of Trustees for the National Auctioneers Foundation is committed to ensuring that the foundation remains true to its vision and mission, to providing funding for the National Auctioneers Association to advance and enrich the auction community. Your previous support is greatly appreciated, and your future support is necessary to guarantee the successful achievement of these objectives. That ends the Treasurer's report. Now we would like to move on to the election portion of our meeting. A slate of candidates for the officers and trustees has been presented to the membership vote through the association voting, the system used by the NAA. All candidates have been vetted by the executive committee. NAA membership were asked to affirm slate of candidates. I would now like to introduce the 2022 to 2023 president of the National Auctioneers Foundation, Sid Miedema. Please stand. Sid will be, it didn't put please sit down in here, so I had to tell him separately. Sid will now have more to talk about in a few minutes. For Vice President, we are presenting Scott Mahalik. Scott has completed his first term as a trustee. Scott, please stand. We have 3 individuals who have agreed to serve as trustees for the 3-year term. As I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Barrett Bray, Tim Mast, and Terry Walker. Thank all of you individuals for agreeing to serve. Your involvement to make the foundation even stronger. As Bill finishes his term as treasurer, I'd like to introduce the foundation's incoming treasurer, David Hart. At this point, I'd like to affirm the election of Sid Miedema as the foundation's president, Scott Mahalik as vice president, David Hart as treasurer, and Barrett Bray, Tim Mast, and Terry Walker to the Board of Trustees. According to a message I received from the NAA Election Committee Chair, Russ Hilk, the slate received 597 votes to affirm and 6 votes to not affirm this slate. This affirmation of the slate is complete. Congratulations to Sid, Scott, David, Barrett, Tim, and Terry. Please join me in thanking all of them for their time, dedication, and service with an additional round of applause. Now I would love to introduce to you your 2022 to 2023 President of the National Auctioneers Foundation Board of Trustees, Sid Miedema, who will take a few minutes to share with us his vision for the foundation's future over the next year.
Thank you, Jen. But before you get too comfortable, stand up, please. I'd like to recognize Jen. As a foundation, we need to recognize Jen for her service in the last year. Because of her efforts, not just this year, but during her entire term on the foundation, the organization is stronger than ever before. Therefore, I better find my plaque. There it is. Yeah. On behalf of the National Auctioneers Foundation Board of Trustees, I'd like to honor Jen with this recognition. This plaque reads, Jennifer Gableman, President, National Auctioneers Foundation, 2021-2022. Yeah, we'll get a picture. Yeah. Good? All right. Thank you, Jen. Well, I want to thank all of you for your continued support of the National Auctioneers Foundation. Your support has made it possible for us to have a significant impact on our auction industry. And I'm proud and I'm thankful of the work we've been able to do in supporting NAA education. And I intend to keep that going in the coming year with your help. Thanks also to Jen for being a great leader in the past year. And thank you to the rest of the board for their diligent labors. We do have a great team who are willing to work hard for our industry, and I'm looking forward to working with them again this year. And Barrett, Tim, Terry, and David, welcome to the team, and I can't wait to work with you this year. The National Auctioneers Foundation's tagline is, honoring our legacy, empowering our future. We have an amazing legacy that we want to continue to honor, an amazing legacy. And we see a bright future that we want to help our industry achieve. Please join me in this coming year by supporting the National Auctioneers Foundation. I look forward to serving you, and I want to thank each of you again for the opportunity to do this, for this honor. And once again, thank you to everyone who helped support us through the year. The effect we can have on our industry and association is powerful, and it's because of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sid. If there is no more business, I declare this meeting of the Foundation closed. But please remain in your seats for the 2022 to 2023 National Auctioneers Foundation Installation Ceremony. The 2023 to 2025 trustees, including Barrett Bray, Tim Mast, Terry Walker, David Hart, and Beth Rose as the incoming NAA representative, please join me below the podium as past President Christy King leads us through the oath of office.
It is my pleasure and privilege to officially install you as officers and directors of the National Auctioneers Foundation Board of Trustees. I congratulate you on the opportunity which has been given to you to serve your organization. I know that you will faithfully You will be faithful in your performance of your duties, always looking to the interest and welfare of the National Auctioneers Foundation as a whole. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will be faithful and execute the office to which you have been elected, conforming to the Articles of Incorporation and the bylaws of the National Auctioneers Foundation? If so, please respond with, I do. You are now married. May I extend my personal congratulations to each of you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the officers and directors of the National Auctioneers Foundation. We will now take a 5-minute break as we prepare to reconvene for the NAA business meeting. Thank y'all.
Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and so I went and let you blow my mind.
Rose.
Thank you, and welcome back. I call this meeting back to order. It is 9:53 a.m. Pacific time. I would like to continue our meeting with the Treasurer's Report from Ms. Ailey Byers.
Thank you, Beth. Traditionally, you would hear the treasurer tell you that the board of directors met prior to conference and show to approve our 2021 audited financials. However, this has been an eventful year for the NAA in terms of our finances. We changed over the accounting system, as well as having 3 different directors of finance in the 2021 fiscal year. As a result, some of the questions that would routinely be routine in any other year required a lot more research. And while Jordan Kruper, our Director of Finance, has been working with the auditing firm, the final report is simply not been completed at this time. As a result, I will be reporting unaudited financials for the 2021 year and will post the audited financials as soon as they're approved. As of December 31st, 2021, the NAA has cash assets of $2,209,081.09. Of that, $1,370,569 came from our investments. Our total liabilities for 2021 were $1,133,347.54. NAA earned $2,137,927.48 in revenue in 2021. As a result, we grew our net assets from $1,003,650.57 from the beginning of the year to $1,079,533.37 at the end of 2021. 2021 saw big changes of staff for the NAA, in case you were unaware. We hired a new finance director as well as our CEO. Through it all, I'm pleased to report that your board's sound decision-making has resulted in the NAA being in good financial condition as well as positioned for the future. I'd also like to thank Jordan Kruper, who, while she had worked for the NAA in different capacities over the years, began as Director of Finance with just a few months left in 2021, and has worked tirelessly to correct errors, perform the entire switchover of our financial software, and begin returning regular financial statements to the board faster than ever before. Jordan rocks. I'm honored to serve as your treasurer. If you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to stop me in the halls and ask. In the meantime, thank you, President Beth, for allowing me this time.
Thank you, Ailey. We are so fortunate to have Ailey. She is extremely talented. We've had a special partnership with USA Today for more than 13 years now. And on behalf of the NAA board and the membership, I want to thank them for their sponsorship of the marketing competition. Marketing is what we do. It differentiates us from our competitors, not only in the auction industry, but in competing traditional sales arena. This competition is one of the most important things we do during the year. Judging by marketing professionals from outside the NAA, there is one award that I think truly embodies the best of the competition, and that's our version of Best of Show, the Campaign of the Year, and also Campaign of the Year. This year, the honor goes to Steve Brewer of People's Company. Steve is unable to join us, so Aaron Larson and Jackson Godden, also from People's Company, are accepting on behalf. Aaron and Jackson, would you please come join me on stage? One of the greatest things we do today is honor some very special volunteers. First, the Volunteer of the Year Award. This award is decided by the executive committee and recognizes a volunteer who's gone above and beyond in helping NAA through their committees, task force, and other volunteer service. But before I tell you who this year's winner is, I'd like to tell you something about the extensive work this person has done in volunteering. You may want to pack a lunch because this is going to take a while before I start. So, our honoree just joined NAA in 2011, and since then has been a state ambassador, been a regular contributor to both the foundation and the Legacy Youth Scholarship Fund, has served on the elections committee, served on the real estate workshop committee, the conference and show education committee, has worked with the FFA task force, has served on the IAC committee, served as an IAC champion, and is an inaugural member of the Community Cornerstone Committee. She's got a reputation as a volunteer. If she volunteers, things get done. She's good. I would like to introduce the 2022 Volunteer of the Year, Morgan Hobson.
Thank you guys so much. It's been an honor to serve as a board member this year, as a chair of the Community Cornerstone, and also to be an IC chair this year. It's been a privilege to be able to give back to the membership, and I'm looking forward to continue doing so throughout my career. So thank you again.
I have held that in all week, trying to keep a straight face. I've been around her all week, but very well deserved. There's another award that I need to announce today. And this has been the toughest one, probably in many ways. This is an award that exemplifies not only the recipient's service, but their ability to give themselves selflessly in a way that changes our organization and our path to the future. This year's recipient has done just that. He has helped write designation courses, served on many different committees, including the Promotions Cornerstone Committee, has continually challenged us on the board and asking the toughest questions and demanding decision-making based on logic, fact, and reason. He has changed the way we run our businesses and has given us the tools for success. On top of all of that, he is one presenter that I can always count on to fill a room. And that doesn't mean if it's just a seminar for an hour or if it's 2 full days. We will miss his presence on the board of directors and know that he will remain involved in the NAA. This year, I've been holding this in all week too. This year, I would like to present the President's Award of Distinction to a very deserving servant of the NAA, our friend, John Schultz.
Speech. I'm not often speechless.
Yeah.
Thank you. I do this for you all because I care. Thank you. Truly, thank you.
John Schultz is speechless. That's a first. At this time, it is my pleasure and my honor to ask one of my very good friends to come to the podium. This is somebody that I've known for a very long time, but I have gotten much closer, and I've loved serving with her. Terry Walker has served the NAA for the last several years, both as a member of the NAA Board of Directors and as an officer. But I've had the opportunity to serve with many fantastic people who care. But Terry, she's special. She is loyal to the board and to the NAA and has led us through some of NAA's hardest and toughest years with grace, with humor, and strong leadership. Thank you, Terry, for your leadership of the NAA. On behalf of the NAA membership, I would like to give you this plaque and this collection of the Auctioneer magazines from your year as president as a token of our appreciation and for everything that you've done. I think I speak for all of us that we are blessed to have you as our leader. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're welcome. Get your picture taken.
Okay. Wow, thank you, Beth. 3 years of leadership. I began my leadership role in New Orleans with Hurricane Barry. At that conference and show, the executive committee had to make last-minute decisions. You know, you learn a lot about people when they're under pressure. The membership of NAA was strong and supportive, doing the best they could with the information the city of New Orleans provided, and they had to make decisions about the safety for their family. Should they leave or should they stay and continue with the conference? NAA members supported each decision made, and those who stayed made many special memories. Through all the wind, rain, fear, and unknown, you, NAA members, you are strong and you stuck it out. And for this, I must say thank you. Spring of 2020 created some really interesting changes for us all. When I think about it, I still have that deer in the headlight look as we went from a hurricane to a pandemic. I started questioning my decision to be in leadership. I really did. The membership, however, kept me focused. As I was doing my best to work with the executive committee and the board, Hannes Combest, Tim Mass, Jason Winter, and Craig King, all of us together were doing all we could to keep on top of the changes that had to be made. We had many last-minute Zoom meeting calls about Facebook opinions, canceling on-site meetings, adding virtual meetings, how to do the things never done before, changing staff at headquarters, and a constant thought of how to save money because the rainy days we really felt were right here. The executive committee was able to exhale when the foundation generously giving support to our organization financially, and I mean big time. To the foundation, I want to say thank you. You were there when we needed you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2020 conference and show at Overland Park. Wait, did we have a conference and show? Yes, but it was virtual. It was our virtual conference, and I really do not want to ever do that again. Now, we can do virtual with our eyes closed now. Well, almost with our eyes closed. The NAA membership came through again. You were patient, you were understanding. Many of you watched online, and there was there to give us positive feedback. Once again, I want to say thank you. After doing the 2020 conference and show virtually, we were brave enough to do everything virtually. We had meetings, we had summits, we had designation classes, we had some meet and greet shoot. We even had specialty drinks online. Now that's pretty talented. Once again, you did not complain very much as you understood the necessity of this decision, and folks, you accepted it well. Membership, I must say again, thank you. During the past 2 years of COVID, we changed. We changed because we lost precious members. We lost precious time together, and many lost auction or had to change the way we do auctions. However, our members stuck it out as you did your best to keep your membership active and stay involved as much as possible. You know, you're pretty special. It shows that we are auctioneers, we're tough. We have a stick-to-itiveness that is very impressive. And once again, I want to thank you. As 2020 became 2021, we started feeling comfortable with those Zoom meetings and online classes. Our NAA staff at headquarters made it easy for us to feel comfortable. You see, they are the best of the best. They kept us afloat. The fearlessness to try new things and the drive to make these new things exceptional have been unbelievable. We are most fortunate than even I know. It's a blessing when we need to contact someone at NAA headquarters, because when we call, they answer. I know during the pandemic the staff was challenged. Folks, that's putting it mildly. But the NAA staff, I want to tell you, you stuck it out. You made the NAA auctioneer feel supported, and you make us look really good. Thank you, NAA staff. We're lucky to have you. During the spring of 2001, we definitely had a shock with the resignation of Hannah Scombus. Not only was she a wonderful CEO, but she was a true friend to many. I am so grateful to have the honor in working with her as a board member, CAI advisor, many committees, vice president, and president of the NAA. She has an ability to teach as she is leading. The executive committee was charged with the task of putting together a search committee to work as a team to find the perfect CEO to take her place. The search committee consisted of course, me, Terry Walker, Beth Rose, Sherm Hostetter, Jennifer Gableman, and Tom Satterley. This was a great group of which to work with. The job was challenging, if I may say, though. I just really need to break my arm patting myself on the back for the representation of this committee, for the success of our newly selected CEO. When the search committee began, little did we know that the new CEO was right at our back door. Hannah had trained him well. Aaron Insminger is already showing us how he is ready to tackle this job and to continue to make the NAA Association an even better organization. NAA members, you trusted us with this, and I want to say thank you. Conference and Show 2021. I know you heard that getting together last year was delightful. Oh my goodness, it was. I wasn't aware of how much I missed this group of bandits that I call auctioneer family. It's a blessing seeing everyone and hearing about their successes and even their troubles during COVID. It's an honor to share 1 week of the year with auctioneers of whom I've grown to love and respect. Thank you for taking the time to attend Conference and Show. And yes, taking the time to just stop and chat. Thank you, NAA members, for being the family to me that you have become over the years. My NAA board chair is now behind me. 3 years of leadership was not what I hoped for, but it was successful only because of you, the NAA member. It was a wonderful 3 years. I want to thank Lance Walker for giving me this opportunity, taking on extra responsibility at home so I could handle and enjoy this leadership role. The changes, the challenges, the losses, the new approaches were worth it all because of each and every one of you, the NAA auctioneer. You're special, and I just want to say thank you for allowing me this opportunity. As we move forward and look at the future of NAA, you will be in very good hands. Our board is strong, and the leadership has you, the NA auctioneer, as their focus. As you can tell, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for whatever might have passed between us that in your mind you might have felt missed my attention. It didn't, and it doesn't, and it won't.
Thank you, Terry. I would like to thank everyone that has volunteered on a committee or a task force or has served for the NAA. Your dedication and expertise has made a difference, a big difference, for members and for their businesses. I encourage those wanting to serve to talk to chairs, committees, or any board member. The experience is very rewarding and infectious. With this said, we want to recognize all of our volunteers this year at Designation Academy in Las Vegas. We have a very special event planned for free of charge with a special guest speaker and reception. Please mark your calendars for December 11th and make plans to join us. This year has been an outstanding year for the board and the NAA. This is your hard-working board. So much has been accomplished, 14 initiatives to be exact. I would like to share with you the work that your board has accomplished this year and what's in store for the next year through the pathways through 2030. We did transition flawlessly to our new CEO. We all miss Hannes dearly. Actually, she's watching. Everybody say, hi, Hannes. Hi, Hannes, we miss you. Aaron Ensminger, he has been beyond amazing. We have a full staff at headquarters, and they are doing incredible work. Aaron has been a great leader, and I have really enjoyed working with him closely. He has big plans for NAA and will lead us into a great way into the future. The initiatives that we were able to deliver this year have been the efforts of this board and very long hours. We asked ourselves the importance of forming alliances between the NAA and the state associations and how we can fill the gap and assist them. Communication is the key. We were able to hold a community conversation meeting with state associations, and we developed a program for their new boards on engagement, what it means to be a board member, and different levels of governance, strategic planning, and the roles each board member has the responsibility to adhere. This is to help the executive directors have exceptional boards and to be able to show the value to their members on the state level. This aligns with NAA's vision of being the voice of the auction profession and giving back. Our Community Cornerstone Committee continues to grow, and has been highly successful in communicating to specific special asset groups, as well as conversations with our international auctioneers, which was very engaging, and holding those Zoom sessions with our auction schools to be able to help them in any way possible and to keep the communication open about providing the tools that they need so that they can enhance their experiences. I was also honored, very honored, to hold a session with our past presidents to keep them informed on our current issues facing the industry and updating them on initiatives along the way, getting their input on any issues that are needing to be addressed in our industry. And I am super excited to announce that the Women's Summit is coming back. And the Community Cornerstone Committee is currently starting to work on an amazing event. The Community Cornerstone Committee has worked hard at bringing networking and engagement to the members to build on and show the value of sharing industry trends and forming these long-lasting relationships with like-minded professionals. Building alliances with other asset organizations continues to be a high priority. NAA wants to develop closer alliances with organizations concerned with the disposition of assets, potentially creating a standing group that can trade ideas and help identify future trends. This project would aim to create a network of asset-based organizations. Potential partners would include the National Association of Senior Move Managers, the National Association of Bankruptcy Trustees, bar associations, just to name a few. We are excited to have our alliance with the National Association of Auto Auctioneers finalize their acquisition with WAC. The web refresh has been a project for the promotions committee to provide a better experience to end users. We're identifying and introducing ambassadors for each state, as well as leadership, both volunteer and staff, online to help put a face with a name, and as well for leadership to make it easier and more user-friendly to auction professionals. A website is constantly an evolving process and will continue to update and make changes. The promotions committee has been hard at work to provide relevant professional sales data and to develop a course for auction data and its security issues. NAA hired a membership consultant this past year to meet with staff, to meet with leadership and some members of this association to research opportunities for non-members and a plan of action to increase our membership. Membership in general continues to be a high priority to us. We are so happy to introduce Janice Martin, our new Director of Membership, and she is doing a great job. We are excited about our next gen programming. This has turned out to be highly successful in engaging our younger generation through the Teen Workshop and our community cornerstones. Our next initiative will be the Flex Cohort Marketing, which is a program to target younger audiences in a career choice by introducing them to the auction industry. We continue to work hard with FFA and DECA, and these are great opportunities for the NAA to work with the younger audiences. I am pleased to report that we have an offer for health insurance from a company that has been a very long journey for the last 2 years, and this will be introduced soon. This will give the membership an added benefit of having affordable health insurance for yourself and your employees. IC and IC Live have been a high priority because this is one of our premier front-facing programs to promote to the public on the art of what we do and what we offer. We've developed an IC strategic planning committee to create a long-range plan. The goals are able to continue to pitch IAC and IAC Live to tell a compelling story to the media to create awareness and showmanship, one of the biggest competitions in our industry. Our EI trustees have been hard at work to provide you the most advanced education through our summits, designations, and CAI. The EI trustees have built a great relationship with the foundation, not only to bring you the best speakers in the industry, but to bring you the best in the business by hiring outside experts to educate our members. This past year, they launched Tech Tools. This is a series to give members a deeper dive into Google Analytics and Google AdWords. And they are available to members on demand anytime. The Advocacy Committee met for Day on the Hill in April. They continue to work hard on issues that affect our industry, not only Wayfair versus South Dakota, the current issues with firearms, the 1099K to our benefit, but also meeting with members in small committees on issues that are affecting their businesses currently, and will continue to communicate with the membership on these outcomes. They've done an incredible job. At our board meeting this past Monday, this week, July 25th, the NAA board voted to form a working group to advise the board with proposals for becoming an information and conversation platform for the implementation of blockchain and other distributed ledger technologies in the auction profession ahead of the August 2022 strategic planning meeting that we're meeting. As I always say, our work is not done yet. And we will continue to bring you great initiatives and updates in the coming year. The goal of the board has been to communicate to members more and more, but we want to hear from you. So please, please, during the next year, call SHRM. Area code. Call SHRM. Put them on speed dial. No, seriously. You can call any of us on the board or on the EC. We welcome your calls, but we do want to hear from you. Your input and your ideas will help us for positioning for the future. And speaking of SHRM, I would like to ask for a motion affirming SHRM Hostetter's succession to the office of the president of the NAA. All of those present who approve this motion, please say aye. SHRM, if you would please join me here at the podium, I would like to award you with the 2022-2023 President's Pin. Of course. It is where I get even. Can I put it on your seat?
Yeah, sure can.
You're up.
Okay, I'm up. Okay, I was going to sit back down. I was told to keep my speech short, and so I've tried to keep it so it's just a little longer than Terry and Bess. So, but thank you, Beth. Thank you, NAA board, NAA members, family, and friends. I'm humbled, honored, and excited to serve as your president for the 2022-23 year. As I mentioned last year, I'm passionate about the auction profession. It's in my blood. And the auction industry has supported my family for 3, going on 4 generations. My family and I are blessed not only to work together, but to be in this great profession. People have asked me what my agenda is for the upcoming year. And I believe our mission statement gives the NAA board, the executive committee, our marching orders. It reads, the NAA serves the auction entrepreneurs with services provided based on 4 cornerstones: promotions, advocacy, education, and community. And those services are guided by our vision statement, which says NAA will be the voice of the auction profession. With the pandemic and the continued rapid increase in technology's effect on our industry, we have had more than enough change to deal with. So I'm not asking for change. I believe we are headed in the right direction, especially given all we've been through the last 2 to 3 years. Instead, I'm asking for the board and our membership to continue to have the willingness, determination, and resolve to deal with whatever situations, obstacles, and opportunities we are presented with. I believe we need to focus efforts in 3 areas. First, providing the best, most relevant education available to the auction entrepreneur and their staff. Next, as the days of one-person traditional auction company are becoming more and more difficult, we need to understand that conducting business in today's economy is complicated. As such, I believe we need to focus our efforts on helping auctioneers build their auction companies with the best tools, education, and resources available for them to manage and grow their auction businesses. As I mentioned above, we also need to include educating their staff and personnel. Finally, we've taken on a lot in the past few years. As you heard Beth and Terry say, it's been a whirlwind. But we need to finish some of the projects that have been started and also improving our programs and education that we have in place. Again, let me say thank you for this opportunity to serve this great organization, its members, and the awesome auction profession. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherm. We are so fortunate to have you, and I look forward to serving with you. This year, Russ Hilk serves as the chair of the election committee. I now invite Russ to deliver the committee's report and provide the election results. Russ?
Thank you, Beth. Good morning, National Auctioneers Association family. For those of you who just woke up, my name is Russ Hilk. I've been a voting member of the NAA since 2002, and I'm the chair of the Election Commission. We will be announcing vote totals today. Voting opened at 1 p.m. Pacific time yesterday and closed sharply at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time this morning. As noted, we had 2 candidates for vice president and 3 candidates for 2 director positions. Officer positions will be decided by a majority vote. The position of directors will be decided by plurality. This year, 612 ballots were cast. At this point, we will provide the results of the election. The following votes have been cast and tabulated. For Vice President, Peter Garris, 302 votes. For Lance Walker, 307 votes. For Director, Mike Fisher, 465 votes. Sean Hagler, 250 votes. Joff Van Reenen, 346 votes. This concludes my report. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Russ. The chair declares that Lance Walker has been elected as vice president. For directors, Joff Van Reenen, and Mike Fisher have been elected. Congratulations to all of you. And a special thanks to all the candidates for your interest and your support for the NAA. All of us sincerely hope that this is not the end of your leadership journey. We hope to see names, your names, on the ballots in the future. Since there is no unfinished business at this point, Erin, have you seen any messages for new business?
Thank you, Beth. We do have new business. We have a motion submitted by Alvin Kaditz that reads thusly. I move that the Board of Directors consider elimination of the procedure of submitting new business at the annual meeting in writing prior to the annual meeting.
I move we accept this motion as presented.
Thank you, Erin, and thank you, Alvin. We have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second? Here's the motion. I move that the Board of Directors consider elimination of the procedure of submitting new business at the annual business meeting in writing prior to the annual meeting. Okay? So I have a motion. Do I have a second? Pardon me? Okay. Motion fails due to the lack of a second. Okay. So let's move forward. I would ask that the outgoing chairman of the board, Terry Walker, deliver the oath of office to the 2022-2023 NAA Board of Directors. Would all of the board that will be serving next year, including T. Kyle Swicegood as chair of the Education Institute Trustees, Scott Mahalik as vice president of the National Auctioneers Foundation, and Chris Rasmus as SHRM's presidential appointee, and Lance Walker as vice president, Joff Van Reenen, and Mike Fisher as directors, joining the remaining board members down below.
It is my pleasure and privilege to officially install you as officers and directors of the National Auctioneers Association. I congratulate you on the opportunity which has been given to you to serve your organization. I know that you will be faithful in the performance of your duties, looking always to the interest and the welfare of the National Auctioneers Association. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will faithfully execute the office to which you have been elected or appointed, conforming to the Articles of Incorporation, bylaws, and Code of Ethics of the National Auctioneers Association? If so, please respond, I do. May I extend my personal congratulations to each of you, ladies and gentlemen. May I present to you the officers and directors of the National Auctioneers Association.
The annual business meeting for the National Auctioneers Association is now adjourned. Thank you.